Hey guys, I'm Daryl and welcome to Project TJ. Now this week I've had complaints from a rather hot passenger, in more ways than one, who's sitting in the passenger seat of my vehicle. It appears as though there's been a lot of hot air coming out of the transmission tunnel that's been coming over to the left hand side. Yes, my vehicle is a right hand drive vehicle, and as such, it's been funneling onto the legs of the passenger, which hasn't gone down real well. And it was just before we were going away for a weekend, and all I could do was stick soundproofing material around the rubber boot of the vehicle. Now this is a rubber boot that goes around the gear lever and goes through the body of the vehicle, and it stops all that hot air coming out, because underneath there you've got a catalytic converter, you've got the gearbox and the motor of the car up further, so there's a lot of hot air coming out. And like anything with these Jeeps, they're getting a bit older and the rubber's perishing on those things. So to get to that, we remove the front half of the centre console, and on my vehicle, which is an 0506 TJ, I'm not sure about before that, the centre console is actually a two-piece affair. So removing the front half is a bolt where the cup holder is and a bolt underneath the shift boot, and that just pops out. So they've made that very easy for us. Now around the shift boot, we've got a number of 10mm bolts that we just need to undo, and we should be able to pull that off. And before we do that, there's a T50 hex underneath. So we undo this. And the gear lever will just pop out. And you can see that the soundproofing that I put around it did a reasonable job. But we'll get rid of that in a moment. So this is the old version, that's out. As I said, all 10mm bolts. There was two 8mm on the transfer case mount. So that was pretty simple to get off. As you can see, it's fairly ratty. This is the new version, much better. This is the first part I've bought for the Jeep where I've looked at it and gone, I'm really not getting good value here, am I? Because it was a few $100s. However, if you're having this issue, well worth the drama. So we'll just pop this back on and we're good to go. All installed now, all done up. An interesting fact is Jeep use the automatic loom in the manual car, because that is the light for the auto transmission. Very interesting. Ready to button it all back up again. So we'll just slide the manual transmission lever back on, do up the Torx bolt. So that's all sorted and back together again, and that's probably one of those restoration jobs that I probably won't have to do for another 13 years. So yeah, it wasn't the cheapest of part, although in the overall scheme of things it probably is, but it should be a lot quieter now, and we shouldn't get that hot air within the cab anymore. So I'd say a job well done. So that's it for today guys, hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you next time. Bye now.